Hello, I hope you're doing amazing. Although this is pretty unlikely, because this is life. Nobody's doing amazing actually. We're just like, slightly good, slightly bad, or excessively bad. But amazing seems to be only a state in heaven. Anyways, so I'm making this video since I wanted to just do some questionnaire, ask people questions, but I came at the wrong time. I forget that Ottawa is the most boring city in the whole Canada. I forgot that it's so bureaucratic and everybody works for government. And it feels like a fucking graveyard. Nobody isn't here to ask, so I'm just gonna do something different. And I'm gonna make this video to remind some people about their dreams and about doing things for them rather than the system. Because we are not living in a random ecosystem environment just like animals. We're living in a very big manufactured system, and this system is deciding our directions in life. I don't know if that sounds too complicated or sounds too cliche, but that's exactly how I see it. Your direction in life is determined by the system you were born into. You wake up, you was born, you grow up, you go to school, you go to college, you find a field, you go and you have some expertise and you play your role until you die. And luckily you can raise family and have kids, and the moment you start having kids, then you can say your life is over. It's not about you anymore, it's just about the kids. So, the idea of a dream or self-endeavor is very, like, how can I say it? It's not promoted at all. It's kind of like anti-promoted. The system don't want you to focus on anything of yourself because this is not what the system wants. The system want to keep you inside the system. That's why people go and commute to their 9 to 5. They wake up and they go on time, they perform that job, they make sure to follow the instructions, they cannot do anything that will get them fired, and the reward is a salary they get at the end of the month. The reward is like $1,000 after a week, or 500, or even 100K a year. This is what you getting for what you're doing, which is actually nothing. I'm not saying like 100K like is nothing or anything like this, but the value that you're getting for putting your soul into this is not really worth what you're putting into. Actually, I work in Tim Hortons and I earn like $700 in 2 weeks because they do part-time. And I've realized that I'm giving too much to this shitty ass job. Like, I'm always on time, I follow the instructions, I smile when I don't want to smile, I have to deal with dickhead customers every single day giving me shit. I have to serve homeless people with a booger on, just acting nice because I don't want to lose my job. And the reward is $700 at the end of these 2 weeks. So I can spend it on rent and food, and the cycle continues. So I was asking myself a question. What the fuck I'm doing too much and getting very little? And my dreams and the thing that I wanted to do in life, I put it in the last priority. I'm too lazy to go out and ask people some questions for content. I'm too anxious to go and approach strangers to question them about sensitive topics. And I delay this, yet I'm always on time in that shitty Tim Hortons job. And that can be the same for anyone. That can be the same for everybody who is stuck in this corporate job, who's giving too much to it, or giving too much to his educational field without getting what he wants in return. Instead of living your life and doing what you want in this life, in this one shot you're given, you're out here wasting it being a part of this system that we all need to survive. You're just playing the role in this big apparatus of human life and just get to live this way and die this way without doing what you actually want. So the purpose of making this video, well, it's not a purpose. I was not even planning to make this shit anyways. Holy fuck, you see this bear? I thought that was actually a human, bro. That was fucking freaky. Let's actually go to the bear. So the purpose of doing this is actually to remind you that most people don't do this or don't do shits for them. They do shits for other people or the system, and they get nothing back. And it's sad, but it happens because it's excessively promoted in this society. So I'm just doing this tiny attempt to liberate you from this and actually tell you to pause, think about your life, think about what are you doing and what are you getting from what you're doing. And are you actually doing shit for you, for your own sake, for your own happiness, or for the sake of the system, or for a manager or a boss, or a bitch that doesn't care about you? So think more about it and, reorganize your priorities and actually start putting effort into things that you want. Either you want to make a YouTube channel, you want to start your own business, you want to get better relationships, better quality friends, I guess, or whatever you want to do in your life. Focus on that a little bit and remember that the whole system you see is not for you, it's against you. So if you want something for yourself, you kind of get to rebel against the system a little bit. I'm not saying quit your job or quit your college career so you can do other thing, or I'm not saying just detach yourself from the system. You can still be part of the system since that's how we survive, yet do not allow the system to take full control of you and have some independence. Prioritize your independence. And I think that's what I got to say.